If you fancy yourself a bait maker, especially one that sells baits or maybe gives them away to friends, trades them to other people, tell me if this sounds familiar. We are approaching the end of the fishing season, coming into the fall. It's going to be over before we know it. Start looking in your trays and you're just about out of all of your favorite stuff. That is certainly the case for me. Look at all this. Empty completely. Empty. Tonight we are spending the evening together in the shop. I've got 2 hollow shift belly laminates because I can't get enough of that in the Glory Craw to replenish my own jig stock, and we are going to announce the winner of the 3-inch prey bait mold. First cup of plastic is in the microwave warming up. Let me show you the jig. Just tied this up today that our first color is going to go with. I wanted something on the watermelon side, something a little lighter, clear water. So this one starts out with a Novastone Mossy Craw head, 1/2 ounce pitching jig. On the back, I put just a 1/2 tab of green pumpkin. On the front, I had this metallic watermelon red flake, super cool. And then a round rubber to finish it out as the top layer. I thought it turned out pretty dandy. I have to say, round rubber is unique because it floats. When this guy hits the water, it's gonna whoosh and give us nice big body. I heard our first cup is ready to go, or at least ready to check. It wasn't quite ready, but it popped at another 15 seconds. We are good to go. Get you guys down here where you can see. So as I mentioned, want a watermelon style craw, so we're going to go with Lureworks Watermelon 101. This is a translucent pigment, so we can afford quite a bit of it. I'm going to go straight to 20 drops. Beautiful. Liking that. To that, we're going to go with my standard 062. But we're not going to go to a quarter. I actually want a little bit less this time. So 1/8 of a teaspoon of the large. Whoop! That's right, just remembered. We got to put this other cup in the microwave so it's ready once we are ready. Alright, back to it. So that's the large flake, 1/8 of a teaspoon. Want some other opposite end of the spectrum small flake, 015. And we're going to do a 1/16 of this. Let's go ahead and mix that up. Just kind of a classic watermelon pepper. Yeah, that looks good so far. We are going to do with this one though, watermelon red, because who doesn't love watermelon red? However, the red that I want to use is Whisker. So I can't remember if I've ever used Whisker glitter on the channel before. This is Barlow's red Whisker stuff. Large particle size here, so we can afford a little bit more. I don't want to go hog wild on it like the Zoom stuff that we did before where there's a lot of red. So probably 1/16 and we'll see where we go from there. Alright, let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, I don't think I want to go any more than that. I mean, that's pretty pronounced, even at 1/16. Maybe just a dash. I really like red. We're actually going to use red in the top color of both of our laminates today. We're doing 2. Yeah, just enough. I think our top color is ready to go. Second cup ready to rock and roll for our belly color. And by the way, you like that right there? Doesn't that fill in that nasty spot? Got that from Michael, my 8-Bit Baits placard kind of thing there. It's actually like a mouse pad you can put your molds down on and, you know, keep them nice and safe. But I just liked it so much, I stuck it right there. I thought it looked great. And I love 8-Bit Baits, which is what we're going to use next, because when I thought about this laminate, matter of fact, when I thought about the combination of different colors to go with a belly that's just hollow shift, this one came to mind almost instantly, and I've been dying to try it. Not sure why I haven't, but we're gonna do it today. That is watermelon red with a molten core belly. This is the This is the red and orangey kind of deal. I mean, I'm thinking that's a match made in freaking heaven. So we're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon of this, and then we're gonna add the black flake, just like we have been, no pigment, and watch it come alive. All right, 1/8 of a teaspoon, slightly mounded. Go ahead and shove that guy down in there, make sure I don't lose any of this lusciousness. Yeah, you can already see some of that orange starting to pop out. There's little shades of red. Probably not coming through on the camera all that well. Red is just a tough one sometimes, but that is looking really good. Medium black 035, as we have been doing. Same 1/8 of a teaspoon. A little mounded off there as well. And let's see what this looks like. Woo! Oh, that red just pops. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. That is so freaking cool. I kind of want to, I hadn't planned on this. I don't even have it out. I usually pull everything out that we're going to use, but I want to actually spike it a little bit further still with holographic red. This is one of my favorite flakes to use, and I don't know, I just got this itch. So let's go to a 1/16 of a teaspoon, and actually maybe a 32nd. We'll do a half of a 16th. After all, these are for my box anyhow, so I can do whatever I want to with them. And I want a little bit more. We're gonna do a full 1/16 on that. There we go. All right, I do have to stop though, because I think that is gonna give us a spicy, wonderful belly. Oh my gosh. Yes, look at it. It's like lava, molten core, baby. All right, we're ready to go. These are right around 320. Got my 8-ounce into dual injector here, making sure everything's closed down. You can see I have 4 clamps on this guy. I'm shooting the 3 cavities that I have and the 6 cavity of the Gloria Craw. And want to make sure that, because they're different sizes, I got some extra clamp power on there. It's a little wonky. There we go. Belly color to my right. So, watermelon, top color to the left. Out on the water, see if anybody's into some watermelon. It's still summer, right? Watermelon's still a thing. No dice on the bush behind us. Go figure. Thought for sure there'd be one there, but we've got some nice wood here in front of us. Perhaps they're in the wood. There's one. Oh yeah. Right out from those trees. Looks like a pretty decent one too. I'll knock you guys over. You're kind of on a precipice here. Oh yeah. Yep, he was into watermelon. All right, these are cooled off again. So I'm an idiot. After all of that, I put the cups in the right spot and I spun the stupid molds around. I mixed up in my head back, belly, thinking that back was like back, not top. And anyway, I opened them up with you and they were reversed. So I got the plastic back out that was left over in the same cups, heated it back up, put it in my little Tilto Delio cuppy thing so I could get as much out of them as I could, reshot those, and now we are ready to look at watermelon on top. So once again, for me, first time for you, molten watermelon core. Is that right? No, molten watermelon red. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be, and it looks just as delicious as it did the first time. I don't know if you can pick up the red. It's so hard on camera to pick up the red tints. But that is the belly. And there's our beautiful watermelon red top. How about that for a clear water presentation? Huh? Huh? I like the whisker too. See that red whisker in there? The streaks of red instead of just the dots. I'm digging that look. And of course, you got the hollow shift. That's like clear with a shot right through the middle, just like it always does. And then you turn it and it's fantastic. Check this out. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is glorious. And then that back with the molten core. Goodness gracious me. When this thing gets in the water, it hits the bottom and that rubber just flares out like a son of a gun. And you've got this big, slow moving, juicy package that hardly a bass can resist. That is a winner chicken dinner, and that's only one of two. By the way, if you want to see the screw up, I'll show you. Here they are. That beautiful color on top and the same color on the bottom. I mean, those will fish all day. I mean, give me a break, right? I will throw those and those will do quite well, but it wasn't exactly what we were going for. Hence the redo. While the first cup of our second laminate warms up, figured I'd show you the jig that we are going to match up or make this crawl around. This one starts with a Boss green pumpkin head, 1/2 ounce pitching jig, just like the last one. I've got a green with gold flake on the bottom, 1/2 tab, and then a just a standard green pumpkin with black flake, 1/2 tab on the top. And then around that whole thing is a really nice striped green pumpkin black with red flake in it. Love how this one turned out. Very natural, and it's more of a saturated color. So where watermelon was going to be our clearer water, this one would still fish in clear water, but I think it's going to be more of a stained water kind of presentation as well. Heard the ding ding, our plastic is ready, so let's start building our top color. Put our belly in the mic so it can be ready when we are. Another green base, this one green pumpkin to start with. As a matter of fact, this is going to look very familiar or very similar to the last one, because that's the point. I wanted something in this kind of genre for clearer water and for saturated. So we're gonna go 15 drops green pumpkin. I found that this green pumpkin 109 from Lureworks, 15 drops has always been my favorite consistency. You can kind of see how you can still see through it just a bit, but it's definitely saturated. Same-o on the black. Although we are going to go to a full 1/4 teaspoon for the 062, and we'll still use a 1/16 of a teaspoon for the 015. Go ahead and stir that up. If you recall those red flecks, right? Those red speckles in that. So I still want some red in this. I know we just did red with the watermelon, but I don't care because these are for me. But we're actually going to do super small stuff, 008, because I think that matches the flake a little bit more, and we already did the long stuff, the flaky or the whisker stuff in the other one. So this, because it's so small, will, yeah, I don't care. 1/16 of a teaspoon. I was going to go to a 32nd because it will kind of spread around, but it's so dang small. And green pumpkin red has to be one of my favorite combos. I mean, watermelon red is awesome too, but I fish personally a lot more stained water, dirty water, so I go to this one more so than watermelon. That is gorgeous to my eye. Heard the ding ding, and that's perfect timing because this one is done. Let's move on to our belly color. 8-bit baits as well, but we're trying something new. Plastic is ready to go for the belly, and the new that I'm talking about is which part of the 8-bit baits we are going to go to. So Thus far, everything that you've seen as a belly color, adding black to give it the backing, that's all been the Aurora line, which is the white powder that kind of becomes something else as you add a base to it. I can't remember who recommended this, but it was already on my mind, so great minds think alike, my friend. We're going to actually go to one of the non-Aurora, just a standard hollow shift. Kind of see it there. It's got a lot of green, got some red in it as well, browns, gold. This one is Bespin. I don't know if this is going to work the same way. We're going to find out together. But we're going to put 1/8 of a teaspoon in this cup, and then we'll add our black and see what happens. Looking pretty dynamite already. You can see that brownish tint there. That's why I went with this one, because of that brown backing on the jig. But if you were to pull this out or just shoot it in like a swim bait or any bait, right, just like this, it would be very, very translucent. You can see how translucent that is on my knife. So we do want to add the black and see how that changes it, and then if we decide if we want to add something else, we will. 1/8 of a teaspoon. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It definitely enriched it. Definitely made it a little bit darker, for sure. I feel like we should do something more to it though. I'm sitting here thinking about it. So I think it can work. I just think it needs something. How about orange? Yeah, 015 orange flake. I think that's in the neighborhood, kind of in the family of that brown. I mean, who doesn't love green pumpkin with orange in the belly, for crying out loud? So, yeah, let's do that. Don't want to go crazy though, so 1/16 of a teaspoon. Can add more if we want to. Oh yeah. Oh, I like what that did. Okay. Woo. Let's go just a little bit more. Maybe I shouldn't, but that's a full 1/8. I think that is going to be spectacular. It's starting to set up on me, but in the cup it sure looks like it has potential. Sweet. Back, and belly. Checked it 17 times, so these should be good to go. Back color to the left, belly color to the right, into 8-ounce dual. And I just gotta say, this Bespin with that orange, wow. I hope it looks as good on the bait, or in the bait, as it does in the cup, because that looks pretty dang phenomenal. Alright, let's make some magic happen here. Oh, the purge pile is looking dandy. There we go. Good shot. Watermelon was all the rage. Now let's see if they like Bespin on the back of their green pumpkin. There's one. Way up shallow. Had to have my Bespin. Jig fishing is so much fun. Look at this purge pile. See the brown there? Really accentuated with the orange flake. And then it goes to green. So shifty. Oh my gosh. These have great potential. They are cooled off. Let's crack one open. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That orange flake. A stroke of genius. Not to toot my own horn, but it was a good call. So good, so good. Let's check it out here. Uh-huh. green pumpkin. I know everybody does it, but there's a reason, because it looks phenomenal. But I'm also a guy that really appreciates the natural colors. Love that tiny flake in there, spread all over, but really, really small. Love that. And then Bespin. Definitely a different look, and I love it. You guys tell me, I mean, would you throw it? Is this a winner? Is it just me? Am I drinking my own Kool-Aid? That, my friends, is going to get bit. Oh man. And then this brown tabs in the back with that Bespin in the back. Oh, I love jig fishing. Oh man, there's just something special about when you can feel that bite and you reel down and you set that hook. Oh man. Both of these, absolutely killer. Love how they turned out. You guys definitely tell me in the comments, but don't take off just yet, especially if you were one of the ones that entered the giveaway for the 3-inch prey bait. Where did I put that thing? Here it is. So let's head over to the computer and see whose name the random generator, comment generator, is going to pick and who's going to win this guy. All right, we got our YouTube random comment picker up here. I dropped the link to that video in. We'll fetch, put our keyword in, fall. Comments had to have fall in it. Take out replies, no duplicates. So for any of you that tried to put your name in more than once with multiple multiple comments, not gonna work anyway, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. All right, let's see who the winner is. Oh, sorry, gotta load the comments first. There we go. 243 unique comments. Here we go. Ronnie Land, love fall time of the year, best fishing time, love your videos. Well, thank you very much, Ronnie. That mold is all yours. So you got a week to claim it, my friend. Definitely drop me a comment down below. We'll exchange emails. I'll get your mailing address and send it right out to you. And even if you're not Ronnie, I do appreciate any comments you want to leave me. Definitely let me know what you think of the Glory Craws and those jigs. Appreciate you watching, guys. Thanks for coming along with this one. And until the next build, see you guys in the shop.